Well, good morning. And the story just dropped. So, as it develops, we are definitely going to give you some more information. But for now, let's just get into it. I think it's a lot of vehicles here. So let's just get into it. The Air Force has grounded its entire fleet of F-35 Joint Strike Fighters due to a faulty component that could prevent pilots from safely ejecting, according to a new report. A spokesperson for the Air Combat Command confirmed Friday's temporary stand down the order in a statement to Breaking Defense, saying in a statement the measures were taken out of an abundance of caution. The F 35 Lightning II is the largest generation of U.S. fighter jets, and they were first entered into service in the year 2015. Now, the Department of Defense currently operates about 450 F 35 aircraft, and it was not immediately clear whether the temporary grounding order was applied to the F 35 aircraft operated by the Navy and the Marine Corps. The Pentagon referred an inquiry from the Daily Mail officials with the Air Force. They did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So it does say here that it's a developing story, but it is a very concerning story, especially considering the direction that it looks like a lot of things are going right now. So here's a picture of it, and it just reiterates here that the Air Force has grounded the entire fleet of F 35 Joint Strike Fighters due to a faulty injector seat component. And this is it here. This is the F 35B Lightning II, okay, attached to a Marine operational test. And the evaluation squadron, VMX 1, idles on the flight deck of the amphibious assault ship USS Tripoli. So that's what this is. But again, for those who are just coming in, the Air Force has grounded its entire fleet of F 35 Joint Strike Fighters due to a faulty component that could prevent the pilots from safely ejecting, according to a new report. A spokesperson for the Air Combat Command confirmed Friday's temporary stand down order in a statement to Breaking Defense, saying in a statement, the measure was taken out of an abundance of caution. The F 35 Lightning II is the largest generation of U.S. fighter jets, and they first entered into service in 2015. Again, the Department of Defense is currently operating about 450 F 35 aircraft. So I guess that would say that they're all down right now. Okay, so they're all in op, according to this. It was not immediately clear whether the temporary grounding order also applied to those that are operated by the Navy and the Marines. And this particular company attempted to reach out to the Pentagon and to speak to them to find out if there was any validity in that thought process. And they did not get a response for their request for comment. All right. Well, yeah, you guys already know where my brain is going. I don't need to say anything. I think everybody already knows my thought process, and I think that I'll just until I find more information, I will hold back on my opinion. How about that? Until we get more information. Now, I do know there have been several people sending information with regards to how um, we are. Apparently, some have seen some things going around the United States where there have been vehicles or things out in the water far out. They have been talking about things of that nature. So I don't know who or what, but I do know that we're getting very close to the time period where we are supposed to see in the with Venezuela hosting who is it? Iran and Russia and a few other cats that are going to be over there doing their little practices and stuff. So I don't know what's going on, but I do think that I don't think that it's wise to shut them all down. Really, I don't. But uh, what do you do in time of what? So for those of you who are out there, let's do that because I don't know. Okay, I could call my dad because he's the people who used to, He was one of the engineers. He handled all the engineers at one particular company that he worked for, Hughes Aircraft, that, did all the little intricate ins and outs. I could call him and ask him, but if there's anybody here that knows, I would love to know. Would this be something that you would normally do? Just shut everything down? I mean, it could be, and I don't want my ignorance to paint pictures that are not correct. I don't want a narrative to be painted that's not a fair narrative, if that makes sense. So in that case, I just would like to ask, is that possible that they would not have to let them all shut down, or do they have to shut them all down? To me and my, brain, I would say that it doesn't. I would say that it would not be feasible to shut them all down. Why wouldn't you take maybe 10 at a time and fix the issue and put those back at the front of the line, and then going ahead and fix a little more and put them back, in places? So I don't know. Is there anybody who may think? Let's see. Robert M. Stahl says ledgers have ledges, but okay. Open the doors, let the commies in. Boy, so you guys are where I am. There's just no, there's no escaping where I am. I'm reading some of the comments. Uh, I'm reading some of the comments, and it appears Troy Walker, Troy Walker. Okay. Hey, Vine Dressers Branch 2. Good morning. Okay. The disciple of the Messiah one. I pray we are wrong about. Okay. So you guys are you're on the same page. So, I was just trying to make sure. Hey, Dean Hill, how are you? You just can't. You just can't. So I was just hoping that it wasn't me seeming to be a little bit of a, having a C-torial mindset. I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to seem like that's what I was doing. But I will have to tell you, yeah, I just think that it is a bit amazing that they would ground the entire fleet. The entire fleet. That doesn't sound like it's responsible to me. And if there's anybody, who I ought to call? Hold on, let me see if he's even available. He may be online right now too. But let me see if he's available. And I'm just going to ask him. Oh, wow. Somebody else is calling in. I don't know who it is. So I'm not going to answer that. Oh, this new phone only has swipe up to answer. Never, the other ones used to have swipe down or something. Anyway, so let me call him and see if he may be online right now. But let me ask him. I hope he's not online. Okay. All right, here we go. There. I want to ask a question of somebody who might know. Let me see. Is he live right now? Oh, I hope not. That wouldn't be nice for me to call him while he's live. Oh, okay. Thank you, Perry. Perry says, you are reporting the truth. Someone else creates the narrative. And so I'm just, yeah, that's what I'm doing. SCHDHL. Yeah, he's not available right now. So I'm going to have him just call me back. Let's see. Hey, can you call me back? I hope you're not live and I'm bugging you, but if you can call me back, it will be greatly appreciated. I wanted to ask your take on something. And okay, bye. All right, so that's who I just called. SC DHL, because I want to ask him. I don't know. I mean, to me, it just does not make sense. And here's another question, especially for those who may know Perry or Troy or Robert or Gary Lee. Would you guys know even David Bentley? I didn't see you here. Hey, brother. Would you guys know for a fact if this is how this works? Have we ever had anything else in the past where we had to have something repaired on something like this? On a fighter jet. I should call my dad, but I know that he's either golfing or something, so I don't want to bug him. with something like this, he's going to be like, "Well, yeah, of course we have, or of course we haven't, or I can't talk about it." Hey, how you doing there, Sandy Aaron? You know what? I should call Steve, huh? Let me see if he knows. That is a good question. Let me call. We're thinking of people. Everybody here is. We're all thinking of folks that would know, so that we can call and ask them. um, let's see. Oh, it's very early there though in Alaska. Let's try though. I'm still gonna try. Maybe he's up and about. Maybe he's up and about. You never know. Okay, hold on. Let's see. There it is. All right. I don't know what's going on with Google, but gee whiz. Gee whiz. You can't even dial numbers anymore on these new phones without them doing all types of purging and investigating. And, well, who is this? Are you sure? Do you trust this person? I don't even trust half the people that you guys allow to get through my phone on a regular basis. And I don't even have Google as a phone number unless you're calling my business number. And this is not that. Can I just dial my friends, please, without you guys being all involved? They are so nosy. I mean, I tell you, they are totally the Mrs. Kravitz of technology. Every single one of them remind me of Mrs. Kravitz. Abner, they're dialing out on their phone again. Oh, gee, Willikers. I just don't get it. I really don't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the only person that's feeling this way. All right, I've got his number. I'm going to dial him now. Oh, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Can't even dial him. Ugh. Okay, copy it to the clipboard and dial it out on a regular number. Why is it acting like everything is coming out of a Google number? Oh, I know what you do. Turn off that stupid Wi-Fi thing. Here I am talking to my devices while you guys are on the phone, probably like this chick is losing it. I'm not losing it. Obviously, I'm not losing it. I mean, I'm just a little ticked. Okay, so let me call him because this is what he does for a living. So let's just see. Oh, Laurie said, who remembers her? Okay, so let's just see. Hey, good morning. I hope I'm not disturbing you too early, but I'm live. You're not live. But I have a question. There is something that just happened. Our Air Force just grounded the entire fleet of F-35 Joint Strike Fighters. And yeah, so I'm calling to ask you if you can let me know if this is something that's normal that they would shut all of them down, or would they just, fix a handful and put them out? And if you can, would you mind responding on air? If not, I totally get it. Okay. 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 So, okay. 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 All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So they just sit. Now from 2015 to now, so it doesn't matter how long they've been out and about, they would, as soon as they find out, then they have to ground them all. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go back to my live and I'm sitting here, but all right. So good. A lot of people don't get notifications anymore, and it's a really creepy. It really is because there's a lot of folks that'll say that, and so yeah. But we're live right now on HWAV. If you want to come over and listen, okay. All right. All right. All right. Here on headlines. So I'll go ahead and give them your response to the best of my memory. Yeah. I don't want to give them a Biden answer and to shoot him under pressure. And he said, shoot him under pressure. Okay. All right. But thank you. Okay. Bye bye. All right, so here's what he said. This is what he does. He says that they do send out what's called an airworthiness, um some type of alert or something like that. And if they find that there is something wrong, they most assuredly will ground the whole entire fleet, is what he says. He says that they will go through them, and if they at any time find something like that, they are known. And even under what he does, that they will. He did not want to let his voice be heard on air, and I don't blame him, especially in light of what he does. But I will just say that his answer was, it is not uncommon, all right, that this would happen. But I still think, and I agree with my brother, okay, because he is very brilliant. But I just think, isn't it rather convenient? Isn't it rather convenient? Yeah, it's rather convenient that they would do it now. All right. Okay. And all I was doing was just fielding stories this morning. So I'll peek. I'll let you guys peek at me very, very, just very quickly, ever so gently, just so that you guys see that it is me this morning. Okay. Have no humans awake yet. That's because all the humans were worked to the bone until they went to sleep last night, because they were running around the house cutting up. And I was like, seems like you guys need something to do before you go to sleep and take your showers. How about those baseboards, shall we? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so there we are. Good morning. Good morning. It's me. Tis I, tis I, tis I. Okay. Back away from the camera, sister. So anyway, yeah, so that's what he said. He said that, if they do find that there are issues or whatnot, then yes, they will. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. King me, king me, king me. 176 says, programmer, it cannot be understood. It shows itself for a second. I've been trying to take a screenshot of the gibberish without success. Sometimes there'll be I don't even know what y'all talking about. I don't even want to join that conversation because I'll feel like a kook bucket if I just tried to join. Okay, so let's see what this says here. Could this be another result of the opera? When the U.S. leaders helped them, all they did is just they showed themselves. They showed themselves, and then after they showed themselves, they pulled themselves. They showed themselves as being here in the first place, as being here in the first place. And then when they were here in the first place, you saw them over there doing what they were doing, the eugenicists. Okay. And then they came here again. Now, I want to thank whoever it was, and I don't want to seem, crass when I say whoever it was, but there was someone, and I think it was, I don't want to lie, I don't remember, but I did go watch the movie you told me to, Shots. And OMG, that documentary confirmed that I was not a cuckoo bird, but it also went into deeper depths of to a lot and answered so many different things. So I want to thank you for referring me to that movie. And then somebody also mentioned Westworld just recently. Okay, so you got me. I'm doing it. I'm watching all the stuff that you guys are recommending. And yeah, it's called Shots, DG. Oh, hold on. This is my other friend, you guys. He may have answers. Hold on. Hey, how are you? I'm live right now, but I have you in my ear, and I was going. No, I wanted you to call me back now. Listen, I have a question. They just grounded 450 Air Force, the 450 something somethings. Hold on. And I want to know, is that normal? Now I did call. I spoke to my other friend, and he says, "Well, yeah, it's normal, But here's what I want to know: is it a little convenient for them to ground 450 F-35 aircraft right now?" Okay, so would you mind if I put you on my mic? Well, can I just put my phone on speaker while you and I chat about it? Okay, and can I tell who you are? Hey, but I got to do you right. I can't just stick you on here. Here he is. Okay, so I'm putting you on speaker right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is my friend Royston Potter, and we're just having a conversation about this. So, okay, What do you think about it? You want me to read the story to you? Because it's really a short clip. It's just saying that it's a developing story. But the deal is the Department of Defense currently operates about 450 of the F-35 aircraft, and they have made them all, they've grounded all of them, the entire fleet, because of a faulty a faulty ejector seat component. Okay. Now, they did not say whether or not that they had taken care of the ones that were on the Navy and the Marine Corps that were being operated by them. The Daily Mail asked for a response and they didn't get one. But the Pentagon has grounded all of their F-35 fleet, the whole fleet. What? I don't understand it.
Um, it's hard to say. It's sort of like in civilian aviation. If you find a malfunction somewhere, it's probably safer to ground the whole thing. But this F-35 thing has been a debacle from the beginning. They haven't been able to make this thing work right from the very start. They've had a lot of problems with it. And who really knows? I mean, it could be that, or it could be that they've grounded so many pilots because they won't get the little jabby thing that they don't have anybody to fly them. I mean, it could be that. Whenever the DoD talks anymore, it's a flat out subterfuge, lie, or it's twisting it somehow. So who the heck knows?
Mm-hmm.
But if they're not grounding naval, and I don't know that the Navy uses the F-35. Maybe they do, but if the other services that are using them, or foreign services that they've given them to, aren't grounding them, then that's a little odd. So I can't tell you one way or the other what's going on there, but that's a lot of aircraft to suddenly discover that you've got a problem with the ejector seat.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It seems like to me that there's, all I'll say, and I can't give you a professional viewpoint on it because
and I don't want you to.
Well, the Air Force isn't really my thing, but this doesn't sound right to me. And people that are saying that it's typical to ground that many aircraft, I have never heard that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Never. I mean, they can get those aircraft down and inspect them. I don't know where the parts come from. Here's the downside. Where do most of the technical parts that we have come from these days?
China. All China. Right? China.
So it might, China. So
China.
It might very well be that with the things the way they are right now, they can't get spare parts, not just on ejector seats, but on a lot of other stuff because of the nonsense they're doing around with China and with Russia. I don't have any inside information on that. But
right.
I mean, at this point in time, to ground that many aircraft, that's a nice excuse, but I think there's probably something more to it than that.
And then I did talk about a week ago where they're doing their little war games, or they're having their little war planning party, or whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be Iran, Russia, and also who else is it? Iran, it's Russia, and I don't remember. Anyway, they are going to be in Venezuela. They're going to do it in South America, where they're having a little party. And I just thought that was a bit unique. I never got a chance to talk to you about that, but are you privy to that?
That kind of thing happens quite frequently. This is kind of off topic as far as what you're saying here, but it kind of gives an insight. Why would Biden go to Venezuela to get oil?
Right. And why would he also have a whole entire, there was also an issue just recently where they used Russia, I believe it was Russia, as the mediator between Iran and America to talk about oil. Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, nothing makes any sense in this stage right now. The United States, and as far as this exercise and all that between Iran.
It's Iran, China. It's Iran, China, and Russia. Those three. China? Yes.
And it's what those are really. Exercises are exercises, but more importantly, they're a show of force.
Ah.
That's really what military exercises are about. It's to have a show of force to say, look, we've got these capabilities. Of course, they don't give out all of their capabilities, but it's to say, don't mess with us. We're serious. And so more than likely, especially in this hemisphere, if they were doing that, we have no way to counter it anymore. I mean, our military is done.
Yeah.
It is done. And Felicia, I'm sorry to say this because there's so many people that say don't say it, and I don't want to hurt your channel here.
Well, don't.
But this nation and who rules it is so corrupt at this point that we're destroying ourselves and maybe doing it for our enemies as well on the inside. I mean, Biden has ties with China. He has ties with Ukraine. Who else does he have ties with? The cover-ups and all this stuff. And, I just don't trust anything that's going on. I mean, look what they just did now. They want to add 80,000 IRS agents to go after people for money after they get. so they give out all these packages, $3 trillion, $6 trillion. They print this money out of nowhere, and now they're going to hire 80,000 more agents under this. I forget the name of the bill. You probably remember it.
I know what you're talking about.
Really? So you're not oppressing the American people enough. You got to do it more. Now, when they start turning in on their own people, they're not long for this world. And I mean the government. I mean, then the gun ban, that the House is pushing now. Tyrants are afraid of the people. They can use safety and security and, the criminals using them as an excuse. But when it really comes down to it, what it's all about is the tyrants are afraid of those who could stand up against them, and they've got to take away as many obstacles to their tyranny as they can. So, I'm going back to the Air Force thing. Hey, when you and now there's just been a recent a judgment in a court, and we keep seeing these, and then somehow or another the DOD doesn't respond to them or just avoids it. But we just got another thing where there was a stay of discharging military members that are refusing the jab, right? Other stay on that. I don't think the DOD cares about that. The real point of all this is to take down, the real warrior class in our country. That's what it's really about. And they don't want anybody in the service. And I've been warning about this for years. I saw it happening actually as early as the 70s. But certainly by the 2000s, it was pretty obvious. And now it's like it's staring you in the face. Like if you slam your hammer or slam your thumb with a hammer and it swells up, it's so obvious. Well, that's what's going on now. This is deliberate subterfuge and destruction of our country. And I shouldn't probably say this, but we almost deserve it.
Wow, Roy. Wow.
Well, people, in our country, I realize that there are oligarchs and there are bureaucrats and politicians that no matter what the people say, they're going to do what they want to do. But it still ultimately falls on the people to do something about it. And the people have been lax and gone along with all of this horrible, corrupt, debased, immoral, illegal, unconstitutional stuff without really rising up. And, we see people, and of course it's being quieted in the media, we see people rising up all over the world, especially the farmers like in the Netherlands, etc.
Oh, wow,
yeah. People really doing stuff, and nothing in our media, hardly anyway, about it because they don't want Americans to get the idea. But you know what? I don't think Americans do anything anyway.
Yeah, I felt that.
I hate to say that. But, so the Air Force doing this, the DOD and the Air Force grounding these F-35s is just another part of the puzzle as to what they're about. The F-35 was a failed program from the start. And all it is, it's just like giving these arms and things to Ukraine. It's all about getting money to the military-industrial complex and to politicians. That's what it's all about. And they really don't care. I mean, the systems get, destroyed and it doesn't bother anybody or sold or something, or
Yes.
something great. You know about the airplane crash in the Ukrainian cargo plane with military weapons and some kind of a what looks like a chemical agent.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they don't care. See, that doesn't matter. It's no grief to them because they're grifting all of this money back into their pockets anyway. So the American people just let it happen. Let it happen. Hey, we're ultimately responsible, and this is going to come back on us. And I hate to say that, but that's just how I view it.
Well, I agree with you. I really do. I appreciate you for being available to me, and thank you for calling me back.
No, that's okay. I hope you have a great day. Say hi to your audience for me, and I'll go back to. I'm getting ready to see my new grandbaby again today.
Oh, the
So not
little
today,
baby.
tomorrow. Yeah, then I'll be gone for a week or two. So I got to take care of all those little things the next day or
Okay.
so. So
Oh, that's sweet. All right, brother. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
okay, take care. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. All right, you guys. So that was Roy. And he, as well as my other friends, sort of coincide with what's going on. They both said the same thing as it relates to the worthiness of the plane that it's always had, or the worthiness of the specific fighter that it's always had some issues as it relates to being airworthy. And so he said that he had seen it before, but see, you and I, as well as him, as well as everybody else, sort of feels like, yeah, it's almost like you had to have known this already, didn't you? Um, and so we just have to continue to lift the country up. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is just it's just you can't make it up. You just can't make it up, Alan Davis. You just cannot make this stuff up. No matter how hard we would try, we cannot make it up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Okay, you guys. So, you know what? I tell you what, it seems like a lot of times when they give us information like this and they say, oh, well, there'll be more information that's going to come and we'll tell you what it is later, that either one thing, the story will change drastically. Okay. Or if the story doesn't change drastically, we don't hear anything else. And so, for your own convenience, let me see if I can give you the well, no, I don't want to do that to you guys. You guys probably don't even care about this that much, where you'd want to go and hammer it out and go and find it or whatever. Um, but I'm glad that you guys were able to check in with us and to check it all out. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see. Maxi Gringo Lombian says that nobody has the F-22 yet, not shared with Israel or anyone. When it does, oh, look out. Okay. Huh. Thanks for sharing the story. Enjoy your weekend. I certainly will enjoy my weekend. I rested yesterday, and I think I'm going to have to get some more rest over the weekend. But I'm doing a lot better than I was. Hee hee hee. See, I can do that now. Aha, that was a good one. All right, so we're just going to let me refresh the original page that we were on just to see if they've done any updates, because oftentimes you will hit refresh and they say that it updated. Oh, let's go. Let's see. Is there an update? Yeah, the update was done at 4 minutes ago. Let's see if have they given us more information. Yeah, they have. Wow, they've given us a lot of information. All right, so let's go ahead and hit it from the top so that we are well aware of what they have updated. Because when all our getting, we need to get understanding. So let's just go on ahead and do it from the top, you guys. So that way, at least when we depart from one another, at least we're all on the same page. Okay, so the Air Force grounds entire F-35 Lightning II fighter jet fleet to check for faulty part in injection seat. Yeah, say that fast. Injection seat. The temporary stand down order was issued on Friday by Air Combat Command. Air Force F-35 Lightning II fleet will undergo inspection for potential issue. Explosive cartridges used in some injection seats were identified as faulty, and the potential issue also affects other combat aircraft currently in service. That's what I don't like. And this is a British manufacturer. However, to Roy's point, I wonder who gives the Brits their parts. I know they made terrible, terrible Jaguars. But anyway, let's go on. Martin Baker identified the potential safety issues. that's who. That's who identified it. Now, the Air Force has grounded its entire fleet of the F-35 Joint Strike Fighters due to a faulty component that could prevent pilots from safely ejecting, according to a new report. A spokesperson for the Air Combat Command confirmed on Friday a temporary stand down order in a statement to Breaking Defense, saying the measure was taken out of an abundance of caution. At issue are the explosive cartridges used inside the injection seats that blow the seat clear of the aircraft in an emergency. The Air Force says that certain production lots of the explosive cartridges used in the Martin Baker injection seats have been identified by the company as being defective and needing replacement. The Air Force F-35's use of the Martin Baker injection seats earlier this month, the service began an inspection process to determine whether any of them were impacted by the recall, and out of an abundance of caution, the Air Combat Command or the ACC units will execute a stand down until July 29th to expedite the inspection process, an Air Force spokesperson said. Based on the data gathered from those inspections, ACC will make a determination to resume operations, the statement added. The F 35 is not the only military aircraft affected by potential injection seat issues. Wow. On Thursday, the Air Force grounded its training fleet of the T 38 Talons and the T 6 Texan 2s, 112, so that's twos, to complete a similar inspection process. About 300 aircraft in this particular issue were affected, according to the Air Force Times. The F-35 Lightning II is the largest generation of the U.S. fighter jet and was entered into service in 2015. It is considered the most advanced fighter jet in the world, and the Department of Defense currently operates 450 of the F-35 aircraft, which cost about $78 million apiece for the latest model. It was not immediately clear whether the temporary grounding order on Friday also applied to the F-35 aircraft operated by the Navy and the Marine Corps. The Pentagon referred an inquiry from the dailymail.com to officials with the Air Force and the F-35 Joint Program Office, who did not immediately respond for requests for a comment. Okay. A spokesperson for the British injection seat manufacturer, Martin Baker, did not immediately respond for a request either, or a request for a comment either. Okay. So that was very telling, you guys. So it's not just that 450. I'm sorry. It's not just the 450, but it's also the 300. Huh? Also the 300 of the other ones that they just said that they put down yesterday. I'm sorry, you guys. I get it. I get it. I'm not going to be a negative Nancy. I'm not. I'm just going to say what I perceive. And I just think that it's very convenient that it would be right now. Excuse me, you all. I just think that it's very convenient. Can you go bring grandmother a bottle of water out the refrigerator, baby? Yes, you can. Go grab grandmother a bottle of water. Um, so I just think that it's very convenient that it would be right now. And I don't know. And it is very close to the time frame where they are going to be doing they're like, we were talking about the exercises that they're doing. So the deal is, okay, so fine. Thank you, baby. So the deal is, hold on, you guys, let me drink this. So the deal is, we know that Maduro, thank you, sweetheart. We know that Maduro is hosting hosting China as well as Iran and China, Iran, and Russia for their quote unquote war, practice or games or whatever. We know that they're doing that, but in tandem with that, ejection. Thank you, Steve. I love you. Ejection, not injection. Well, sometimes we might need an injection of love, a love injection. Everybody hug the person to your right and hug the person to your left. See what I did there, Steve? I did a little bit of a save. um, Thank you for that, brother. Ejection, not injection. Thank you. So, nonetheless, I just think that it's a bit curious, especially considering the fact that they are doing what they're doing next month, and it's on the 15th. So it's technically about 2 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away. Yeah, yeah. So I just think that's a bit unique. I really do. I really, really do. It's just the way my brain is working. But you know, when will Doctor Be Serious return to your channel? How much of a role does toxoplasma, the mind controlling parasite, play in this craziness radiating from Washington D.C.? Well, ha. As a matter of fact, it plays a big role in a lot of different stuff, especially when you understand the nature of toxoplasma. Once we understand the nature of toxoplasma to its complete core, yeah, you see exactly what's going on. But he will be back very soon, and I'm glad you asked about him. I think that's very cool that people are asking about him. And I'll definitely give him a buzz and let him know. I just got some more stuff from him to help me, get over a hump or two here. I got the iron and I got the vitamin C, which I absolutely adore. I absolutely adore the vitamin C. And since our body does not naturally make it on its own, uh, it's always good to have some. Always good to have some. Let's go over some of these. You guys can't hear me? I don't know why. I hope you can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Hey, Timothy Contreras, can you hear me? Let me come on the other side. So you got, oh, now we're 5x5. Thank you, you guys. Yeah, Leaf Desi, we had those in the engine a while ago. We had them in the engine. They were all off up and through the engine. Yes, they were, girl. They were all off up and through the engine. And sometimes those gremlins, you got to watch those gremlins. You just got to watch them. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys can hear me now. But yeah, I just think that it's pretty amazing and it's quite convenient. That's all. It seems like it's just very convenient to me that this would be going on now. We'll have to keep our ear to the ground, right? And just see what else happens. Um, hmm, hmm. Trying to yes, always. Everybody, I agree. Always, yes. I'm back, Lori Berry says. You're back. Glad to be back. Okay. Sidebar. Yeah. The inject. Okay. It triggered it. Yeah. Oh, very wise. I get that. Yeah. Yeah, William. You're right on it there. You are right on it there. Yep. Mm-hmm. You're right on it there, my friend. So we will come back if we find out anything else. But I think that the last update that they just gave us was a pretty juicy one, and that it added another piece that I didn't even know from yesterday, being grounded yesterday. And so I would like to see. I would like to see what the Air Force has to say about it. Let me go over there and see if I can find anything from them, because usually on their website they have a host of information. Okay. Um, uh, Let me make sure the site does not have a. Let me see that this. Okay. I try to make sure that when I do look for government websites, that I do not do it from the side of my computer that has that filter on there. You know that what is that thing? That blocker thing that sends you to another country when you over here and they say your IP is someplace else. I try to make sure that I don't do it with that. So there's that. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, hmm. What is this? Is this it? No, I don't want this. I don't want that either. I don't want that either. Or that. Or that. Or this. Oh, U.S. Department of Defense. This is the one I want. I forgot I had it saved. So let's just see. U.S. Department of Defense. Let's see if they have it today in the DOD. You know what? I want to tell you guys something. I don't like somebody. And I want to tell you why I don't like him. I'm going to show you who it is that I really don't care for. I don't quite know why, but he just rubs me the wrong way. Right here. This guy rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, the VPN, that's it. This guy. I don't really like him too much, and I don't know why. Hmm. He just reminds me of that guy that sits in the back office at the company, and you're the one running around doing all the work, and then he just sort of slides out and takes the he takes all the credit for the stuff you do. That kind of stuff. I don't like that. I just don't like that. News stories, their newsroom. Excuse me. Four nominees position within DOD testified before Senate. AFRICOM dealing with strategic competition and rededicated Korean War memorial lists has fallen. Whatever names of the fallen, they don't have anything here, so I guess we'd have to go over to the Air Force. Austin emphasizes the common values and beliefs with the hemispheric partners. I think he's like the kind of guy that I would only date just to get a free ticket to go over to. I would date him only to get a free ticket if I were a single woman and he were a single guy. The reason why I'm saying he's sort of a unique type of cat. I would only date him to go to Antarctica if he's got that type of clearance. I'd schmooze up to him if he's got that type of clearance. Hey, how's it going there? Hey, did I ever tell you that you're a handsome guy? Ooh, I'm talking Billy D. Fine. You are, buddy. That's exactly what you are to me, Billy D. Foxy. Yeah, that's what I would say. And then I'd be like, hey, by the way, what about those tickets to Antarctica? Okay, even the sunny side. You got any? You don't? Okay, well, then you ghost him after that. All right, so I think that I can't find anything else, and now I'm starting to drift. So I'm gonna let you guys go. But as things and information becomes available and I feel like it's necessary to come back and do another live, I will definitely do it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in with me. Yeah, I want to go. I want him to let me, I want to go to Antarctica. I want him to let me see. I want him to let me see what everybody else know. You see me, Rachel? Right? You see what I'm saying? I just want you to let me see. Let me check it out. That's all. I just want you to just let me go. And then yeah, and if he can't let me get over there, be borrowed, then it's like deuces. You know what I mean? Two fingers sideways, deuces. All right. That's it. That's all. That's all I need. I just need you to get me a ticket over there. And then when I get there, I'm gonna separate from him. I'm gonna go my own way. It's like getting a chicken to an exclusive club that you have access to and she doesn't, and then you get there and you can't find her when she gets in the door. Then you find her she's hanging out in the VIP section, with some football player or something like that. Yeah, I'd get to Antarctica and then I could ghost him. But then it would be my bad if homeboy just raise up and leave me there. See what I'm saying? I don't know. Take me to the end of the earth and then that's it. Okay, go around the wide way. And Robert Stahl said, go around the wide way. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. All right. And here is what's he? Rachel says, "What tie him up and bounce. See you deuces." He just reminds me of that guy. You know what I'm saying? He just reminds me of that guy. That's all. He's just that guy. He is. Because there's just something about him. I mean, he looks like the type that's just like sitting in the back. You know what I mean? Just in the back office somewhere. Go around the wide way. Oh boy. Okay, B Borrow. We'll check you later, precious. All right, you guys, we're out of here. I'm not gonna pick on you guys anymore with my corniness. Okay, Chad Gamer says space. It's April Fool's Day everywhere at NASA. Kind of hard to get through the firmament. But I want him to get me a ticket. I mean, what else could I do with him? Nothing. Couldn't dance because he don't look like he could dance. Cake dance is just hey. Physics is part tickly or is this trickly? That looks like tickly. Looks like one of my Bidenisms. A tickly trickly. Tickly trickly. And tickly. Okay. Love is the only answer. See what Leaf Dusty says. Okay, you guys. All right, we're out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. As any more information becomes available, which, as we said, may or may not, but if it does, I will definitely bring it to you. Okay? And just continue to be happy, continue to show love, continue to inject love and eject hate. Inject love. Okay? All right? And you guys continue to be blessed. You know what we always say on any Felicia Lockhart Group publications, and that is that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. You guys continue to take care of yourselves first and then everybody else around you. Please, before you leave, hit the like button. If you have the ability to share, please share. Check and make sure that you are still subscribed to this channel and that the bell notification is hit. If you've not already become a member for the next few minutes, please take the opportunity, hit the button. It's one membership level. Hit it, join us, and then let's have some fun. Okay? All right, you guys, take care of yourselves and take care of one another. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day.